Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Oh boy, where do we start from here? Yeah, where we last left off, Anji was trying to find her way to Kuma. I don't know about her like trying to find a Kuadorian mansion. She was just there to pay her respects to to the her family members that passed away, and then all of a sudden, Kazumi showed up with a bunch of her henchmen, and then Anji gotten the shit beaten out of, and you know got pretty worse. And then there was Eva Beatrice, apparently controlling Kazumi of the sort, and Anji learned that um, rather than hating on Eva at the very start, instead like acknowledge know that Eva has been through a lot of shit, especially with Rosa as well, and Cosme too, even though I personally think Cosme is a huge piece of shit. Oh man, last part was probably gonna be the worst recorded part, mostly because I went through like rants here and there. But I did know that Marie. What I learned from Marie is she's been through a lot as well. This whole the noise that she made is not just some stupid noise, like but uh I guess the love for her mother, or cry for her mother, or something like that. I decided, and then the grimoire got fucking destroyed. Holy shit. There's a lot of insanity that I had to bear through for over an hour, but oh my god. Excuse me. Alright, let's continue. Silently, slowly, I stood up. Sensations of this cramped world, such as the pain in my body, felt truly trifling.
あら、まだ立てる元気はあったのね。大魔女さん。立ち上がって何をしてみせるの？見せてみなさいよ、魔法。魔法はあるわ。はあ？
She's like, she's like, she said, huh? What the fuck kind of noise is that? Do you remember the one meme with the turtle meme, or like the bunch of other derpy emote? That's what I thought. It's like, huh? Jesus Christ.
この子何を言い出すかと思えば。あんたたち、今の聞いた？静かに。へえ、面白いじゃない。半魔法の毒素を理由に、あんたたちはいつも奇跡の力を拒んできた。白き魔女マリアの弟子。見せてみなさいよ、魔法を。
No words.
一体どれだけの人間がその奇跡を信じて裏切られていったか知っている？誰もが信じ、誰もが裏切られて絶望した。そして本当の魔法は私たち黒き魔女の力でしか得られないことを知るのよ。憎しみを誰かにぶつけるのはただの罪。そんなのは魔法じゃないわ。本当の魔法を私が見せてやる。
Yeah, because Anji getting the shit beaten out of just made her stronger. Wait, why am I jumping to this conclusion? Shit. What is he? What is she gonna do? Excuse me. The Black Witch winced slightly. However, Kazumi sneered at me even more.
なら見せてごらんなさいよ。それであんたはどの魔法を見せてくれるの？飴玉を降らせる魔法？それともクッキーを増やす魔法？
The instant I opened my eyes, a tremendous wind arose.
何？突然。
さあさあ、おいでなさい。煉獄の七姉妹。
Look at the look in her face. Huh? Look at that shit. Oh shit. There was a flash behind me, and in an instant, 7 pieces of high-level furniture were gathered there. It was a power that far surpassed the magical strength I'd had in my prime. It was a power that matched even Maria Onechan and Beatrice.
煉獄の七姉妹、ここに。
エンジ様。
あなたはかつて言ったわ。私に魔力とその覚悟がないからあなたたちを刺激できなかったのだと。私をいじめるクラスメートに仕返しがしたいなんて、そんな安っぽい感情じゃない。
But there was a lot of human henchmen in Kazumi as well, with the magic-resisting toxin. So how was she able to summon that? Maybe it was a miracle. Maybe Ange had the, she not only lacked what she said, but maybe she had the power of believing this whole time.
私はマリアお姉ちゃんのマリアージュ・ソルシエールの世界を守るために、今こそ魔法の奇跡を見せることを命令するわ。
無理です。いくらなんでもこれだけ大勢の毒素の前では。
The 7 sisters also remembered what had happened in that classroom. If they could have obeyed Anji's order, they would have. However, surrounded by the toxin that runs thick in humans, they hadn't been able to display the miracle of magic. Yeah, there was a shitload of fucking assholes in the school. Can't do anything about it. Display the miracle of magic. And they remembered very well how deeply that had hurt Anji. But Anji spoke very quietly.
なら、あなたたちも信じて。マリアージュ・ソルシエールは人を幸せにするために生まれた。そしてそれは黒き魔女と戦うためでもあった。その創立者の一人、原初の魔女マリア教が生み出した世界を否定する愚かなる黒き魔女に、その奇跡を見せ、その世界を守るために信じて。
In order to protect that world, believe.
魔法を、
You just gotta believe, motherfucker.
魔女を、今こそ奇跡を。
When Kazumi gave an order to the black suits, one of them took out a gun and pointed it at Anji.
魔法を見せてくれるんでしょ？なら見せてちょうだい。魔法で火の玉でも稲妻でも打ち出してこの男を倒してみせなさいよ。チャンスは一度。 3つ数えるうちにやってお見せなさい。できなければ覚悟してもらうわよ。
No words.
撃ちなさいよ。
She sit there like, well, just shoot me and then I'll test it for you.
なんだこのガキ。行かれてやがるぜ。
The black suit pointing the gun laughed at Anji's detached attitude.
本気？こいつ頭の中までお花が咲いてやがる。なら撃たれなさいよ。死んじゃえば。エンジェ、無理。銃弾は魔法では防げないよ。
いいえ、何も恐れることはないわ。私の魔法は、煉獄の七姉妹は銃弾などものともしない。
エンジ様。
Mammon was perplexed by Anji's absolute trust. If she could comply, she would have, on that day as well. But because she had been unable to do anything, she had hurt Anji.
ガキめ。魔法が使えるってんなら早く見せてみやがるってんだ。どうしたよ。早く魔法を見せてみろってんだ。ほら、遠慮はいらねえぜ。俺にパピョーンと魔法ってやつをお見舞いしてくれよ。
The black suits jeered at her, but Anji simply concentrated her mind in silence.
撃っちゃえば。撃ってみろって言ってるのよ、向こうは。この子恐怖でもう頭がどうかしてるんだわ。バイバイエンジェちゃん。天国で好きなだけ魔女ごっこをしてなさい。撃て。
いいんですか？
I mean, she asked for it.
おうち死ね、エンジェ。やれるもんならやってみなさいよ、あんたの魔法を。
The black suit cocked the gun and, sneering, pulled the trigger. No words. The sound of gunfire rang out, and the world stopped. A red spray scattered out, and chunks of flesh flew.
何をしてるの、マモン。銃弾ごとき無粋な石ころをエンジェ様に許すつもり？
Lucifer lined up the bullet perfectly and with a single swing sliced it. And in the chest of the black suit who had apparently fired the gun was a hole as big as a fist.
たまには私が一番乗りでもいいわよね。
Half of Leviathan's body was covered with blood, and a cold smile was on her face. Then slowly, the pitiful prey that she had brought down fell over.
貫いた人間を。バカね。まだあんた信じてないの？私たちの主の魔力。
Yeah, fucking Satan sitting over there be like, fucking stand up and believe, damn it.
これだけの人間の前で権限したっていうの？何を何？
Huh? God, these two, Kazumi and the rest were flustered. He certainly seemed to have fired his gun. However, it hadn't hit Ange, and why was the person who fired hurt instead?
これが魔法。見事よ、レビアタン。
See, Anji's not doing black magic. She's doing her own method of magic, in which she believed.
光栄の至り。我らが主に逆らう愚かなる人間どもよ。今こそひれ伏せ、審判の時。どうして人間の世界に魔法は持ち込めないはずなのに、魔法は見えないはずなのに、触れられないはずなのに、どうして？
Well, you say that people shouldn't see the magic, but you do realize that there are still others that can also see and believe that sort of stuff, right?
これが本当の魔法だからよ。
Well, you know what the hood movie quote could be: "Talk shit, get hit."
何をしてるのよお前たち。殺せ殺せ。
One of the black suits who had finally come to his senses pulled his gun, aimed.
我らが主に銃口を覗かせる無礼を私が許すと思ったか。死ね。
Those words were a requiem. The man's chest had already been pierced by Lucifer, who had become the stake of pride in an instant. Thump. With the sound of the second person falling, the black suits now realized for certain that their lives were in peril. Peril. Yup. Isn't that the enemies of the enemy human beings, you know, the more they fall, the lesser the toxin? The instant one of the black suits doubled over in shock and turned on his heels to escape from that place, the stake of sloth.
我が主への狼藉に対する報い、これ式で済んだことに感謝せよ。死ね！
In his right eye, a hole as big as a walnut opened and his head split. Belphegor was sprayed with blood, and her face twisted demonically with the joy of being able to use her full power.
誰だ？誰がいるんだ？どこにいやがる？
The black suits were flustered, pointing their guns in every direction, but they didn't understand what was happening. They knew that something terrifying was coming for them from somewhere, but they didn't know where.
バカ！敵はあんたたちのすぐ目の前にいるわよ。魔女の家具があんたたちを狙ってる。
There's a stun lock right there. But they couldn't see. Because they didn't believe in magic, they could not see! Just as the Black Witch said, Satan was standing boldly right in front of a black suit. However, the black suit couldn't see her at all.
人間に私たちの姿が見えるとでも？捉えら るとでも間抜けな人間が
魔法に対する畏怖を忘れたる。愚かの代償を払うがいい。
何よこれ、何が起こってるの。
That's the miracle that's the miracle you wanted to see, right?
あなたには見えない。愛がないから。
True.
ありえない。これだけの人間がいて半魔法の毒素をばらまいてるってのに、どうして魔法が権限できるの。
You're so busy being a subhuman piece of shit that you lack the love and the belief.
あんた何者なの。
魔女よ。あんたと違って本物の。
うわー、畜生、この
As though announcing his candidacy for becoming the fourth victim, one of the black suits pointed his gun at Ange, and the trigger was... Ange glared at him coldly and simply ordered,
死にさらせー。
次。サタン。
フンドのサタン、すでにここに。ならばが今のエンジェ様と私たちに銃弾ごときが当たると思うか。
The stake of anger pierced and smashed the bullet fired by the black suit and continued straight on towards the man's face.
己が愚かさを知り、地獄で後悔せよ。死ねえ。
Well, he asked for it. With a terrible explosive sound, the upper half of the man's head was smashed. Bathed in scattered flesh and blood, Anji quietly asked one more question.
ねえ、かすみおばさん。まだ魔法信じる気にならないの？
こんなバカなことあるわけないでしょ。認めないわ。魔法なんてあるわけがない。
I mean, there's, you say no magic exists, but somewhere far upon this, far upon the realm, some certain realm, there are people that could believe it. No, not you. You've been talking all that shit.
そうよ。魔法なんてあるわけがない。魔女なんているわけがない。魔法はあるよ。魔女はいるよ。うりゅ
Please don't say
So,
that.
魔法はあるのよ。魔女はいるのよ。そしてこの怒りと悲しみで満ちた世界に幸せの世界への扉を開く鍵にできるの。あんたなんかにそれを否定させない。
幸せな世界への鍵はみんなの手に握られてるんだ。それを奪う資格は誰にもないんだ。
それを理解できぬ哀れな人間よ。そなたの人生に魔法の力があったなら、もっと違った穏やかなものになっていただろう。そなたがその生涯において本当の魔女と出会えなかったことを私は哀れむ。
Kazumi let out a piercing scream. At the same time, two of the black suits came for me at once, thrusting their guns at my head, like they were trying to use me as a hostage against something their eyes couldn't see, against the 7 sisters of Purgatory, who had now reached the level of weapons. This was completely pointless.
畜生、どこにいやがるんだ。攻撃をやめねえと、この天の命はねえぞ。姿を現しやがれ。
何言ってんのこいつ。美味しそうな腹渡をしてるくせに。エンジ様、次は私にお任せを。
許す。殺せ。
ありがたき幸せ。死ねえ。
The man's chest split and his guts poured out. This terrible way of dying threw the other man into a total panic. Well, I guess she wasn't kidding about the cannibalism bit there. However, Asmodeus's form was already at his back, grasping his neck and smiling obscenely.
かわいいと。ねえねえ、どこを貫いてほしい？エンジェ様、ご希望はございますか？
頭。
かしこまりました。我が主。死ね！
The final black suit had his head smashed by the stake of lust, and as his insides scattered, he twisted and fell. In a gruesome world where 6 people lay in a sea of blood, witch and human confronted each other.
スマデラかすみ。そなたの哀れなる人生に、私は心の底より同情する。その埋めえぬ心の穴を塞げる魔法を授けてもよい。そなたがその魔法を信じるならば。
バカなこと言わないで。こんなの私は認めない。
As Kazumi, who was scared out of her wits, stepped backwards, she picked up a handgun that someone had dropped. Then, shaking, she pointed it at Ange.
そうよ、かすみ。その銃で撃ちなさい。あんたの憎しみを銃弾に変えて放ちなさい。殺してやる。殺してやる。あんたを殺さなきゃ私の人生は報われないのよ。そうよ、殺して。引き金を引いて。あいつにあんたのみすぼらしい今日までの全ての怒りを、悲しみを全部叩きつけてやるの。そうでなきゃあんたは痛みと苦しみから解放されないのよ。
やめて、かすみおばさん。黒き魔女に耳を貸してはダメ。
殺してやる。殺してやる。あんたの母親のせいで私の人生はめちゃくちゃ。
She's like, oh, my trauma. Ugh. Like, hey, Ange offered you a chance to live.
なら私の魔法でその人生をこれから少しずつ明るく穏やかなものにもできるかもしれない。あなたが魔法を信じ心を入れ替えさえすれば あなたに新しい世界への扉を開いてあげられるの。
そんなものはないわ。あいつの言う救いなんてどうせおとぎ話の中だけよ。あんたの人生はもはや死ぬまでトゲまみれ。その苦痛の叫びをあいつに聞かせてやりなさい。失ったものは何も取り返せないのよ。そうでしょ、スマデラカスミー。
そうね、何も取り返せないかもしれない。でもきっと新しく何かを生み出すことができる。だからかすみおばさん、その銃を捨ててかすみおばさんに幸せな世界を教えてあげられるかもしれない。
私はね、あんたの母親が逃げたせいで、あんたの母親のいい名付けと身代わりに結婚させられたのよ。将来を誓い合った男がいたのよ。別れさせられたのよ。あんたの母親の代わりと継がされて、話もろくにしたことがない男とちぎりを交わさせられた私の気持ちが分かるっての。殺してやりたかった。なのに姉さんは勝手に死んだ。だからあんたを殺すの。そうでなきゃ私のトゲまみれの人生は終わらないのよ。
From Kazumi's eyes, tears of passion dripped down, so pitiable. This person's tears were so clear and beautiful, but for that very reason, she hadn't been able to fully withstand her sad pain. Yep, she is still... She's stuck in that rabbit hole and never be able to return back, and had given no chance but to listen to the Black Witch's temptation.
かわいそうに。ならばせめてあなたの魂を永遠に解放し、怨嗟の鎖から解き放ってあげるわ。それが今の私にできる唯一の施しかもしれない。
死ねー、後ろ宮エンジェ
ー。さようならかすみおばさん。静かな世界でゆっくりと休んで。
I no longer feel anger or hatred for you. I just want to let your soul rest in peace. What is that? Another word for killing her, Kazumi with kindness? Kazumi's handgun spat fire. Slowly, that bullet continued through a world frozen to the utmost limit, aiming for Ange's forehead.
マモン、
強欲のマモン、ここに。
ありがとう。あなたたちと作太郎に出会えたから、私は全てを理解できた。
エンジェ。
作太郎は後ろを向いていなさい。マモン、その女を解放してあげて。そしてマリアージュ・ソルシエルの名誉を守れ。
はい、覚悟せよスマデラカスミ。
Even though the world was frozen, the stake of greed flashed like lightning, and had already gotten behind Kazumi.
貴様に多少の得があるならば、再び煉獄の山で 相まみえようぞ。死ね
She definitely deserved that. Mammon definitely deserved that kill. The upper half of Sumadira Kazumi's head was smashed. Her cage of flesh was shattered, and she was finally released. Bye, Kazumi, you skanky, begrudgeful bitch.
あとはあんたね。
Or do I call, or is it bad for me to call Kazumi a subhuman cunt that deserved to die? Like,
黒き魔女。
I'm sorry. Uh, I've been in a very bit of a terrible, um, cranky mood lately. So
今となってはあなたにエヴァおばさんの面影を見ていることさえ彼女に申し訳なく思うわ。
私の姿が未だに後ろ宮エヴァに見えているなら、それはあんたの中で未だに私が許せてないということだわ。分かっているのよ、エンジェ。あんただってトゲまみれの人生から解放されたくて仕方がないの。
no words.
なら面白いことを思いついたわ。私もあんたに魔法を見せてあげる。あんたを殺すのは私じゃないわ。
With the worst of smiles on her face, the Black Witch changed her form into something like a black mist, or else a vast swarm of black flying insects which began to swirl around me. Then that black mist began to gather bit by bit, shaping itself into the form of a human.
何の真似？
うすうすは想像がついてるくせに。あんたが最も憎み恨んだあの女よ。そして女もあなたを最も恨み憎んだ。
Well, what a coincidence. When the black mist cleared, over there was Aunt Eva's form, as she had been during her life. Her hands were holding a gun.
エヴァおばさんは死んだわよ。
Wait, that's strange. You already died.
お久しぶりね、エンジェ。あんたを殺すために地獄から戻ってきたわよ。
Sounds pretty weird to say that after all this time, but okay. Ange just sitting here nonchalantly be like, what the fuck? Aunt Eva glared at me with a mad laugh.
でもあまり驚かないわ。エヴァおばさんそういう人だったし。
私のお葬式はさぞや気分が晴れ晴れしたでしょ。私も晴れ晴れしていたわよ。あんたの面を二度と見なくて済むようになるんだからね。でもたった一つだけ心残りがあったわ。
Wait, what's the one regret?
それがこれよ。
私を殺すこと？それが最後の遺言だったの？
I am not surprised. How pitiful. Even after death, my aunt wasn't released from her pain.
黒き魔女の力こそが私の魔法の源泉だったわ。怒りと憎しみが私に努力と不屈を教えてくれた。
I don't agree with that, but sure.
それはあんたの言う現実逃避の魔法とは全く違うの。
あんたの言う魔法なんてただの八つ当たりによるストレス解消だわ。私たちの魔法は違う。世界そのものを作り変えるの。あんたの性悪魔法とは全く格が違う。
なら黒と白のどちらが勝つかこの場で決着をつけてあげる。
Whoa, racist.
死してなお黒き魔法で復活してあんたをこうして重厚で狙える私の奇跡に、あんたの白き魔法はどんな奇跡で対抗を？半魔法の毒素であなたを取り込んだわ。七姉妹はもう二度と呼べないわよ。さっきの奇跡はもう起こらない。
Oh, you called in your magic resisting barrier?
それでも起こるから魔法って言うんだわ。いいわよ。マモン、私に力を貸して。
But Mammon didn't respond. She didn't appear. Certainly, as she said, the magic-resisting toxin had burned everything up like a wasteland, parched by a blazing sun. This might be a little tough.
呼びかけても無駄よ。もう二度と煉獄の七姉妹は答えない。
Uh-oh.
だからそれでも呼べるから魔法なのよね。
哀れね、エンジェ。さよなら。あんたとのささやかな日々はそこそこに楽しかったわ。これでお別れよ。よかったわね。あんたの終着駅がここ
ええ、全くよ。気が利くわね。
で。ありがとう。それじゃお別れね。
The barrel of the gun rose slowly, so that you could see all the way down it. Then the trigger was slowly... At that moment, the gun exploded. It wasn't that it fired, it burst. You're kidding me. In shock, inside a frozen space, Eva looked at the ruptured gun. The look on her face when the gun exploded, she's like, huh? God, again with that expressions, man. Looked at the ruptured gun. When time melted, the fragments would probably smash into her face all at once.
強欲のマモン、ここに。バカ。
Behind Eva's back, Mammon stood. She had already penetrated the target I had given her, which was the gun.
これで魔法は十分？エヴァおばさん。
エンジェ。
Hold on. Went away Wait for final words. Then time melted. The fragments of the burst, the gun, and exploding gunpowder burned her face. Letting out a shrill scream, she covered her face and rolled around. It was pitiful.
運がなかったわね。これでゲームオーバーよ。エヴァおばさん。
I signaled to Mammon so that Eva would be freed quickly from the pain of her burnt face as she writhed around.
ありがとう、マモン。あの日の教室で、あなたたちの無力を罵ったことを、今こそ、心の底より、そして再び謝るわ。あなたたちは、魔女を守るための優秀な家具だった。
Now, this is what we call the power of acknowledgement. Repent and I forgot how the wording goes, but yeah.
こちらこそ感謝します。良き魔女に、良き主に最後に出会え、家具の本分を尽くせたことを心より光栄に思います。
Mammon had understood. This would be the final job I'd give her. Mammon quietly walked up to me. Then she looked down at
エ
Eva.
ヴァおばさん。今日まで付き合ってくれてありがとう。これでお別れよ。Have a nice dream.
Have a nice dream.
See you hell.
See you in hell. Cool. That's a pretty good final words right there. Well, bye Eva. Then the light sound of her forehead being bored into rang out. The battle of gunpowder, smoke, and fury of white and black magic ended. I get the feeling it was a long, truly a long journey. And the world slowly sank into darkness. Well, I think that's a good place to end it from here. Let's see. No, this one. Wow, look at all these parts. It's a never-ending journey. But yeah, next part. Let's see this more continuation. You know, I don't know what happened there. Like, you know, the journey's endpoint. Did Ange still survive? And you know, look for for more clues in Rokujima, or is this just how it's going to turn out in the end? It's just you know, the day in the life is over. But you know, there is the well, I don't know what's gonna happen for this when I stop it from here. So stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.